just put my album out on my last break today. Got a concert tonight. So I just got to make sure I'm on point and practice my songs so I don't, mess up on stage.
I want to give my people the power, the moral codes, principles needed to take what's ours. But the lack of power still these cowards in the field, they coward cause they skip lessons to go blow sour. Nobody owe me.
When I'm telling my story, I'm telling the story of people that grew up in Pier Park, my peers. Pier Park Apartments is like close to downtown St. John, so it's like really in like the gutter part. This area is where most of my childhood really was experienced. When I lived here, it was 13 people in a 3-bedroom apartment. We just made something out of nothing, so we would like crush up top ramen when there was no food to really eat and just make our own little snacks. And when we didn't have a basketball hoop or a basketball, we would take from the St. John's Community Center and go around playing gutter ball around the corner or get a garbage can from the dumpsters and just play in the recycling bin, the newspaper recycling bin. And that's how we passed our time as kids. There's a lot of people in both the woods and the Pier Park Apartments that was like, just poverty-stricken, drug addicts here and there, gang members here and there, and just everyday people. Not all of them, but it was around here, So that all had an inspirational impact on what I came up to be, what my music sounds like what my story is this. Going into high school, I had a lot of anger, a lot of things riding up against me, but that coincidentally fueled me to make music as soon as I heard about Roosevelt having a music studio.
Play gutter ball on the roof, ballin' with my group, couldn't afford a hoop. Pier Park, play gutter ball. Woke up, my auntie said, boy, go to the park, go now, be early, you'll make it there. Before they start, get 3 for your cousins, 2 for me and grandma, extra packs of mayonnaise and milk. Come back and we'll peel the bread off the edges. I pick my afro out, grab my bag and my ball and head over hills, past gates and dribble straight in.
This is Margolis. This is my music teacher.
I had proposed the idea of having a studio at the school because at that time there really wasn't a music band program. It was pretty much like guitars and keyboards. I mean, everything had been disbanded, no pun intended. I wrote the grant up and just said how we could reach out to a lot of the local kids who have stories to tell, and it could be a great, opportunity. And we got approved, and it was exactly for kids like you. I mean, coming in, you had a story to tell. And I remember I just showed you a few things on Pro Tools, and man, you were chopping and cutting and doubling and adding stuff. And then you would come in and you'd be like, check this out. And I'd be like, wow, God, that sounds really good,
All right, man.
All right,
Well,
good to see you guys.
Good to see you too.
Thanks.
All right. Memories walking down the halls.
Cruise down Lombard, I need a tape before we go out. Hit Snooks looking for 10 and then we roll out. The system blasted, we see a squad car pass. Take off our fitters, too many niggas that could have been in tickets. Average dash, pass a red light, we head right. Climb matches we passed and fantasize about what the headlight. I tried to shed light on organs past with the KKK.
In purgatory, my king, you gotta slave through it. Make something out of nothing, you know how them slaves do it. Now make it through it, meet me on the other side. And we'll be fine, we've seen better nights. Don't know what heaven's like, but we know hell too well to dwell on all of the pain that we see. No, we gotta find paradise.
Mama, don't cry for me. Just tell them look up in the sky for me. The signs beyond the northern lights. And hope we pave our own way past purgatory. No, you hurt and worry, but we gotta find paradise.
Now, behind the music is gonna be crazy. Just growing up in the circumstances I did and experiencing all the stuff I've experienced to come to this point and to be able to pull together all my resources to put out the album by myself, see people gravitating towards it the way they are, it just means a lot. All this struggle is finally paid off.
You can't deny us when we alive. Yo, and we'll be fine, we see better nights. Don't know what heaven's like, but we know hell too well to dwell on all of the pain that we see. Yo, we gotta find paradise. Mama, don't cry for me. Just tell them look up to the sky for me. The signs beyond the northern lights. And hope we pave our own way past purgatory. No, you hurt and worry. Yo, we gotta find paradise. Hey, make some noise. Loving the participation. Uh-oh. Go room. Go room.